Oh, it's you? Great. Love the name change. It suits you. You'll be pleased to know that you're not the only one adapting. With everything what's gone on lately, we're trying our hands at regenerative farming. This barn is to be our new farm shop front and center. It needs to look the part, and I know you got that covered. Don't worry yourself about my pooches running around, getting in the way and biting your ankles. I've sent everyone I could find off to the dog cafe for the day. Thank you. All right, so I got a feeling. Sit back, relax. This is going to be... Oh, pain. Without love, pain. Can't get enough pain. We'll do the silo. It seems like that might be a good place to start. We'll bust out the pizza pan. At least get the silo cap first. Work our way down. And this is going to suck. Because we're not going to really be able to, circumnavigate this whole silo with the pizza pan. All the sides will have to be tackled basically one at a time, and they're so tall that we will need the scaffolding to do it. Don't know if you've heard about the gerrymandering our friendly Mayor Jeff Jefferson has been doing lately. I mean, I've been hearing some gerrymandering. Not from Jeff Jefferson, though. Well, he's just changed up the town boundaries, so there are little farms in Pumpting now, not in Muckington. I know exactly why. Why is that? You're not going to tell me until I get further down the job, right? All right, back to the silo. So what we'll do, luckily we got our extension. Yellow seems to work. We'll pop everything we can on the silo roof first. Move the thing over. Heavy duty for the win. Not actually a bad spread reaching from over here. We're still 1%. We're the 1%, folks, but... Oh, and the cap. Let's get the silo rim and everything in the lip area there. Because we do not want to have to climb back up in here. Yeah, getting half the dome is not bad. If we have this same reach for the walls and sides, we'll be okay. Whoop! All right, so where is our... So not bad. If that is our extent, we don't have to go... Okay. We don't have to go too far down. Okay, we can actually slow roll it a bit. Yeah, if this is our extent, yeah, because the red, while it does get it, it's a bit too restrictive. Yellow would be where we would need. I mean, we can ever so gently get to it. I mean, we can reach all the way to the top. That is outstanding. And I guess we would just have to move our scaffolding over. But part of me is screaming, you're going to miss a little bit. And you're not going to know exactly where it is, because you're doing the whole side at once. And to that I say, I know. I am aware of what I'm doing. And it's a terrible idea. But I mean, I figure we have the extension. It is getting up into that top lip. The only thing we would have to move the scaffolding for is the roof itself. Thankfully, none of that has to be soaked. If any of this had to be soaked, we would have been up the creek without a paddle. But because I think we can reach all of that, All we really have to do, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down. Yeah, we got a bit of a... So if these side panels are indeed one piece, we can go panel by panel so that we don't overextend. And we can tell very quickly. Cool, so that's panel and siding or line done. So it can be done. Our power washer is up to the challenge. Legitimate strategy. Kind of slow since, like, when we get close, we can pop off our extension. Alright, so that's a ding for that. Let's make sure this dings. Okay, that dings. Alright, so I've got a plan. We'll go midway. Hit the extension up to the midway point. Then we'll swap to the near side. Efficiency! Crap! Nope, not soap. Extension. Alright, so that's good. That's not. Alright. What do we miss on the trim? Not soap. Not soap. Extension, please. Yeah, we'll get the red. There we go. When in doubt, red it out. Not red it. Alright, so get both sides of the coin. Alright, I think we're good. Now, if the barn can be attacked in a similar way, this might not be too bad. But if inside the barn has a lot of... Thank you. A lot of intricate things. Crap. What do we miss? Right there. We'll red it out. There we go. Cool. Don't waste too much time here. Yeah, it kind of seems like maybe the top... And this was the side that didn't have... That I wasn't too particular about. So it makes sense that we would need to go back over on this side. I'm just thankful the tolerances are allowing me to do such things as these. Alright, rail good. Side panel, good. Awesome. Yeah. So, yeah, we can't forget about the silo roof and think, oh, well, the silo's done. No, the roof still needs to be done. But it should be fairly quick because I was able to get half of it done from the scaffold that's currently there. Alright. Ding there. Ding there. Good side, good side. Yeah, maybe one of these numbers. So I can hit the whole kit and caboodle. Just one more time. Right on down. Crap. Go. It's like your heart sinks a little bit when it doesn't ding and you're like, where are you? Go. Yeah, I guess that's the one downside of going left to right here. So what we'll do is we'll come back down this way. Cool. I see up there. Cool. We're kind of finding a groove now. And I think, yeah, the barn might be good with this same approach. All right, straight down, get the ding. Whew. All right. We've got a good approach here. Yeah, I'm afraid to look inside that barn because I know something awful is waiting for us inside. Thank you. I wonder if there'll be farm equipment in there, like a whole dang separate tractor, where it's like, oh, not only do you need to clean my barn, but you need to clean all the equipment inside my barn. And we have 75,000 separate tools that all need a scrub. And we can't respond with, I don't want no scrub. All right, down. We'll definitely start with the roof of the... Crap. We'll start with the roof first. Cool, thank you for not being too difficult on me. Blocking the sun. Shadow is usually not helpful. Direct sunlight, you can kind of see where the dirt is. What's wrong with you? Thank you. Yeah, getting this high-powered washer and that extension single-handedly sped up this job tremendously. Thank you. It's like I know the jobs are going to be bigger. I still haven't looked ahead to see what jobs await me. But in order to make that $10,000 for that industrial grade PowerWash, I can't imagine what they are going to have us do. Oh, you sucker. Let's go up and down. Thank you. And as I record this, October is almost over. And we've got about a week. Nope. There we go. We got about a week before Europa 5. So I'm doing everything I can to get this series done. It's been fun though, and I mean, for the price, you can't argue. I forgot how much it was, but it's certainly not a $60 game. It's definitely a turn your brain off and chill type of experience. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. It's certainly niche. But one thing I've noticed is, I mean, it's to be expected. You get the bigger YouTubers who are also playing this, and, you know, their audience is already big enough, and they'll watch it. And I'm sure they do cuts, and they don't show whole jobs. Because that's just insanity. I agree with you, especially when we have jobs as big as this. It's like, why wouldn't you speed this up into a time lapse? The attention span of people isn't what it used to be. It's like, I know. But I just want to show the whole thing. I mean, it's incredible the amount of, like, dirt detail that the developers put in this thing. Nope, not the extension. Rotate, please. I just want to show that off. All the... Ooh, nice. So we got the bottom ring taken care of completely. And once this is done... Nice. So that is all the sides. All we need to do is the back side. Can we? Yes, we can. We'll get to the top and get this back cap. We shouldn't need the extension. Now I say that, and we might end up needing the extension, and of course, I didn't do that right as far as my positioning is concerned. Yeah, we're gonna have to shift again. Crap. Oh, that actually got my stomach a little bit. In real life, I'm deathly terrified of falling. I mean, heights are fine. I could be in a plane, no problem. But it's that, you know, the fear of falling. And God, that got my stomach. Right there, jumping off the side of that. Glad this ain't in VR. I would have had a conniption. Alright, I don't know if we can jump and accomplish what we need to here. Kind of looks like we might be able to. We just need those tolerances to ping this. Was that a silo door too? Silo hatches need to be done. Oh! Well, we saved that. Don't know how. Alright, silo roof is done. Silo hatch needs to be done. And we're like, pizza pan. Alright, silo hatch is done. Silo roof trim. We'll go over the top. We'll be like Spider-Man here. Hit what we can of the silo rooftop. And then we might, I don't know, be able to hit it with an extension. And it could be stuff on the bottom too. Let's go red. Because we can reach it from here. And if we get lucky... Alright, silo roof trim done. So I think that's silo complete. Yeah. I'm going to call silo complete. Now we'll get on the roof of the barn. Work our way down. Alright, weather vane. And we can't tell really what color it is, which is a little bit difficult. We'll get it. Yeah, there we go, weather vane. Back of the arrow. The ball. Hit it from several angles. There we go, weather vane done. Let's go ahead and get the chimney taken care of. We'll run our edging around the chimney to mark our spot. Right, that's chimney edging done. And the chimney has a chrome top. Who would have thought? Chimney vent, good. Stainless steel chimney top. Chimney vent, good. That's what I like to see. Are we good on the actual roof part of the chimney? Just not here. But we got that covered. Alright, cool. So this should only be a matter of real quick time. Chimney vent good. Chimney still needs some work, so we'll... Oh, now I see ya. There we go, chimney good. Alright, so do we pizza pan? We might be able to. Pizza pan the sides here. You see, now we're in Pumpton. We can't draw water from the Kamakamala River. Our farming's instantly become completely unsustainable. The mayor's trying to shut me down. Presumably revenge for my monks from the temple up there on the hill egging his mansion years ago. Oh, you don't say. Oh, crap. The man's pettiness knows no bounds. Yeah, I'm sure there are a ton of people really like that in the world. Redistrict an entire town because your house got egged by monks, though. It's an interesting conundrum that monks would be up with vandalizing, even if it is on the harmless side. It's almost Halloween. Go ahead and egg, it's fine. It doesn't destroy your paint or anything. All right, we'll go right around the chimney edge here. All right, chimney has been edged. Chimney vent good. It is going to be quite the transformation when we see it. That is a lot of dirt in that. All right, chimney good. Back to the pizza pan. Right to the edge. Outstanding. Yeah, we can almost vacuum up this whole roof. And we'll go and like I said, I don't know if this is actually faster. Let's try our industrial power washer. Yeah, it does seem faster to do it this way with the yellow edge. The pizza pan is more thorough. It's like I can miss things with this going back and forth. The pizza pan, as long as we follow our rows, not our nose, but follow our rows, we won't miss anything. But this seems okay, aside from like a few things. Then we need to kind of see what it declares this roof section to be. Is this just one part? Or does the other side also count as the roof? Oh, that's a whole separate roof over there. So we'll have to edge that once we get down there. Kind of feels very similar to that other house that we did with the balconies on it. I can't imagine how hot it would be up here if this was the summertime, or even if it wasn't the summertime. Dang roofers, man. All right. Almost 1/4 done. So the silo is 1/5 of the whole job. We got that done fairly quickly and easily. That silo definitely cooperated with us, so we need the same cooperation from this barn. Hopefully it's just the outside. If it's the outside, we can approach it very methodically and get it taken care of fairly quickly, I would assume. Can we reach out there? Yes, we most certainly can. Not very well. We'll continue doing the way I was doing. It really comes down to, is this wider than 20 inches when I shoot it? And it doesn't, I mean, doesn't look to be. It's like I kind of feel better doing the pizza pan, because we can keep moving, we can get right to the edge. It seems to do a good job, and we don't have to worry about it. And this roof section is about done, so we will finish this up as best we can. Hopefully this dings, and we'll see how good a job we did. And then it could be, you know, just the edges and whatnot. Right, so not done. Let's go nice wide. Did we miss anything at all? And that's the thing, like, does the edge count as the roof as well? Let's give that a try. So the eaves, but it is a little bit of the roof. So that's the other roof side. So I imagine, yeah, on the other side, that little bit counts as the roof as well. Let's go ahead and get the eaves, since we're here. It's a very handy pipe that we're standing on. Just edge right in the center. Then the eaves look to be connected. And we'll make sure that all of the eaves, and we're kind of, yeah, running out. We'll hit the red in the corners here. Right alongside. And then the eaves actually might have a part on ground level that we can't hit. We'll see. Alright, so while we're here, let me run to this side of the roof. We have a handy scaffold already here. So that's the eaves there. Okay. How high does this lift go, by the by? I want to make sure that as we do this roof section, that we can kind of ping it and see what we're missing. Yeah, and I might bring that scissor lift around, because this is more handy than a scaffold. That is for sure. I like that. We could always lower it once we needed to. But I still don't understand where this roof needs to be. Like, what's up with it? Let's try. Yeah, if this counts as the roof. Yeah, I think this counts as the roof. But you know what? He doesn't figure on how us country folk fight back. We've been studying up on polycultures, rotating crops and animals. Minimal water usage, just what we needed. If the county mayor thinks he's stitched us up, he can think again. Well, more power to ya. There we go. So good to know. Alright, cool. So then I think we can run the pizza pan sideways. As long as it doesn't flip up. We were taking care of those eaves. So that should be the edges done for this roof. But yeah, constant moving, 20 inches. A little bit left over. You know, it really depends on what speed we go as to what gets missed. Can we go white? We can kind of go white. Maybe green. Since we're like right up next to it, I think green might be the way to go. Getting quite a bit out of it. Oh, I see up there. Just make sure we hit each little ridge. Yeah, the dirt is definitely coming off. I'm just thankful we can do this roof part walking and not have to be on a lift of some sort. Maybe yellow. Yellow feels kind of too restricted. We'll stay green. I'm just waiting to fall off this thing, not even watching where I'm going. And now we know that the... Okay, so we're going to run into a canopy pretty soon. Yeah, we missed a lot over here. It's almost like maybe we should attack it straight down. This is a massive roof. Holy crap. And we're not climbing back up with speed anytime soon. But we are able to continue on with the green fairly easily. We'll just have to get this canopy off to the side. We'll make sure that this roof section under here is good. So that that don't count against us. Right, cool. I think that roof section's good. Yeah, just looking at the sheer progress bar, this roof is quite a bit, which means, you know, if the roof is fairly easy, we can get a big chunk of the job done fairly easily. Because the biggest bits are kind of simple. I mean, we're still only 35% through the job. But once we get the other side of the roof done, it might not be so bad. I think I see a gutter. I'll have to go down the gutter with some heavy pressure. All these leaves and stuff. But it kind of works out because me jumping back kind of pre-wets it, gets it in the pre-rinse, and then walking down really cleans it up. Because there are some stuck bits. There's some yellow bits right there that are giving a hard time. I don't know if to go yellow. Yellow's a little bit heavier pressure. We won't have to go over things twice. We'll go down here and then get the canopy side. Make sure the roof is well and clean here. Because I can see this being a problem where like we need 1% of the roof or whatever and it's under that awning. So we'll make sure that we are on point when it comes to that canopy. Oh, a little bit of a jump, but we are fine. Don't kick me off, please. I don't know how we're going to do the bottom yet. It kind of looked like there's some footholds down there, especially maybe in that gutter, that we can just finish up. And then run the gutter last. Right. Oh, I see you. And out to the edge. It's tough. I can't tell what's a splash and what's actual dirt. All right, so let's run. So if we can stand in the gutter, we'll get our mind out of the gutter. And then we'll kind of just walk along it. Can we go green with this one? Possibly. And then this would just require us to do gutter side. Yeah, those lips are gonna really be an issue, aren't they? Let's try. Yeah, the pizza pan kind of bounces, but it should get... And are we in trouble? Are we not able to get the pizza pan anymore? Oh, geez. I see that. We'll yellow right up the side. Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about missing little bits and bobs. And that the tolerances won't be good enough. Peak cleaning. What do you like with coordinates? We've found a goodness knows what over at Power Falls, but it's way out in the wilderness. Okay. So that'll be our next job. The who knows what out in the wilderness. And this is kind of awkward, isn't it? We can kind of go down like so. Gutter won't be bad. But yeah, just this slant. While the horizon is straight, the roof is all wrong. I would love nothing more than to hear that ding when we get to the end of this thing. Let's walk this way, because this is fairly simple, and we can walk back. That's fairly simple. Yeah, we'll just let it come down. And I think we already got the eaves, so we don't have to worry about the edges. But yeah, crap like that. Yeah, I hate to think we have to soap this thing, but we may. Let's see if there's anything really apparent. Yeah, there's some there. Yeah, we might get away. If we go red, we might be able to pressure wash up and down these edges. Maybe get lucky, but there's a lot left. It's like I'm thinking it's either the gutter, like on the underside of the gutter. Which that... Nope, wrong stair. Which that definitely could be. I might do that next. Just run it like right on the edge here. Because I believe that still counts as roof. Extension. Oh, and I see a bunch there. Yeah, so it is kind of like right up against the gutter. So let's walk this way. Alright, so all that's good. And all this counts as gutter. Let me just make sure, though. Oh, there's some. And we'll get lucky if we can see these edges that need to be hit. Ah, crap, because then we can take care of them as we go down the gutter. Well, I mean, that works. Alright, so I think we are here. And we are working our way down the gutter like this. There's some... I mean, it's not much. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Then we gotta hit the gutter from two sides. Luckily it's coming off nice and smooth. We'll just be at a funny angle when we come down the other side. And then if there's any underside to it, we're gonna need to do that as well. So there we go, clean gutter, he lied. Alright, that's all set. Oh, that was the roof! Thankfully. So now we're working on gutter. And I think we can actually hit it up from the underside. Because that's the interior of the gutter taken care of. Excuse me. The one time I want to fall, I don't. Alright, yep. And we can get the eaves too. So that's a separate roof eave. But the most important thing is we got the roof. Well, you know, on this side. So we can work on those two canopies. And then we can work on the backside roof. Getting that little crevice. What in the gravy is that? Oh, the other gutter. So that's drain pipe. Gotcha. Alright, so got those roof eaves done, got the drain pipe done. The gutter needs a little bit, and it's probably in this crack if I had to, yep, had to say so myself. Alright, up to those two. Then we'll work on the other back side of the roof. Alright, dormers. Right in the edge. Dormer window. We'll attack it from here. Underside of the roof. And the eaves. Right, dormer good. Then we'll have to be a little bit higher, I think, to get... Hey. Can we get lucky and get... Alright, so that's dormer good. Alright, dormer roof still needs some work. But I thought we hit him from a good angle. There we go. Dormer roof. So, okay, that was one big part. Get this window taken care of. Alright, dormer window good. Dormer roof. Dormer window. One more of those. Right in the crevasse along the front, and then we got the underside of the window done. Nice. It gets easier when you kind of know what you're looking for and where your trouble spots are on an identical item. What? Crap. Alright, we'll get back. Situational awareness. Know how close you are to the edge. Alright, don't back up anymore. Alright, dormer roof is good. Just need a little help. This windowsill. Really awkward, but I think we got it. Dormer there. Dormer window. Up and under. Alright, are we going to be good? Alright, dormer window, roof dormer, yep. Alright, roof and roof. Alright, one more again. Alright, so roof edge was... Okay, I was going to say roof edge wasn't done, but it is now. Alright, so let's edge up. Make sure our edges are clean at least. And then we know we have to come back down the whole length of this edge and make sure that we are good. A little bit of a miss there. Yeah, maybe these roofs will take us up to 50%. Really tough to say. I do like the quick progress now that we know what we're kind of up against when it comes to these roofs. So can we just run hard through here? Kind of looks like it. We'll get our edging done. And then, yeah, we'll hit right up top. So that's that side done. So we can go kind of back and forth. Right, that part's done. Let the chunks fly. Let's do another row so I know not to fall off of this roof. Possibly even to this section. There we go. So that'll kind of be like my warning trap. Of like, don't go running past this, you're good. Missed that one. If only the pizza pan was quite so quick. And the thing is, yeah, if I was running, I would be jumping over these little curbs and missing stuff. So I think this is faster here, where we plant our feet and make sure that we're hitting both sides of the ridge every time. Because we got a little bit up there we missed. Hit that up while I see it. And almost 50% done with this job. So it's the silo and the roofs that make up 50% of this whole barn, which leads me to believe there might not be anything in the barns and the silo, thankfully. So we can just focus on our exterior. High-powered washer saves the day here. I got a feeling that once we run our edge at the bottom, we won't have to go searching for anything. I think this is doing a pretty thorough job. We're at a good angle, at a good pressure, at a good width. The other roof, the more slanted roof, is definitely more of an issue. Because we can barely stand on it. The roof is like right in our face because it's so steep. Can't really get anything out of it. Fellow fans of mystery, anyone got the juicy theorems who might have stolen the merman's gems? Well, certainly not me. I was working. A little bit of extra care needed there. All right, so now I think all we need to do is run the gambit. And, yep, see, once again, we're like too dang close. So we'll edge this roof, hopefully get it to ding. And I can't really see what we've hit and what we haven't. But I got hope that we're going to do good. Yes! Tell you what, good feeling. Very good feeling. Alright, so is this one of those things where I stay at this level, we basically draw a straight line up, and then we come back down the other side? It's not us doing double work. It's just kind of making sure we don't have to go back and get anything extra that we might have missed. Now, I did not see if there was... Let's try a wider. Can we go green this close? Yeah, looks like. I didn't see if there was a gutter. So we might have more gutter work to do. But we kind of know what we need to do to get that done. Yeah, the green is getting things done, which I like to see. Can we go white? Yeah, white kind of does the job too, since we're being slow and meticulous. And the washer is good enough quality. And the stuff ain't as stuck on as we've run into before. Feels like the white might actually be the way to go here. And what's crazy, the crazy part is, you know, we've got like half this roof done, but the bar is like not even 80% down. So it's like either we didn't find the halfway mark of this roof when we started, or there's a lot of extra hidden bits that we need to address. All right, so I think that's this is good. Oh yeah, we're not even halfway. That's what it is. All right, so for my sanity, we'll run down this last bit as sort of a guide, and there is a gutter. So we'll mark that too. Come back up this other side and make sure we don't go running off the edge. All right, so let's see if white can continue to do the job. As we're moving slow enough, yeah, if we focus, white should... Oh, man. So climbing up is extreme. So yeah, like last time, we want to be walking down, because that's a good speed to make sure we get everything. And then we hop back up. So that we don't go screaming up the... screaming down and missing a bunch of stuff. Nope. Walking on sunshine. Walking on the edge of that. Missed some stuff. Alright, let's get everything under these eaves taken care of, so we don't have to worry about missing it. Then we'll come this other side, because I guarantee there'll be some hidden things in the groove if we don't address it. Alright, cool. Little floaty bit was tricking me. Let's get this part done. Alright, so that's the roof section right over this dormer and under the dormer as well. Now we can keep on keeping on. Missed a spot. Let's go green. Green might be a little better for our purposes. So we'll go right down the split to make sure that both sides are good. We'll hop up. Make sure we're good here. Outstanding. Gutter should be fairly easy. We kind of know what we're doing with that. Alright, up we go. Cool. Alright, one more again. Yeah, we're drop some a little bit over there. Hopefully the tolerances are high. As long as we are meticulous the first time through, we shouldn't have to track down too much stuff. I think we got lucky last time because we didn't have to go hunting and searching. We hit up the gutters and that basically took care of everything we needed. Alright, one more run through. I think we're actually good there. That was pretty clean. I think just the major bits are these bumps to make sure we have none hiding from us on either side. Alright, back and then we can go forward. I think a little bit was missed, but not too awful much. Yep, it'll be nice to get off these roofs. I'm saying it now. Right, I think we're good there. Only a few more lines to go. Yeah, once we get the gutters and we can get on the ground, we can use our extension and make up a lot of time. Yeah, that does a pretty decent job. And those dorners are a little bit inconvenient. That'll take some time, but it's not impossible as we just seen. Good deal. And then, like last time, we'll take care of everything above and below them so that it doesn't get... Oh, I see a little bit of dirt on that right-hand side as well. See, that's lucky. With the sun on this side, we can see the little bits at the bottom that we missed. All right, dorners. Make sure everything is good. Underside. Yeah, I know exactly who is Peter. Peter Wrangler, 38 Acacia Avenue. What makes you say that? He's always moaning about the merman hum. Plus he owns an angle grinder. I know because he's always cutting bricks in his backyard. So we have a motive and we have a tool, a means. Not exactly guilty. It would be nice if the merman statue had a camera or something of that nature to physically see. I suppose you got what you got, really. Alright, so So that's everything here under the dormers. So then, yeah, that just leaves this. We'll run one line just to maintain our pattern. There's a little bit of dirt right there we have to get. All right, one more down again. And we have one full swath of the roof left. And then anything that is attached to the gutter. So I think we'll be pretty good. Yeah, we're just... I want to take care of the ridge first. Then we can edge and get the center line. Because the last thing I want to see happen is that a little bit of dirt was accumulated on this branch. And we didn't see it because we tried to make it work in one zone. Alright, so that is roof there. Now I suppose it's gutter. Easy does it. Hey. We have a little bit left over here. How are we standing? Whew. Alright, yeah, so that counts technically as roof. Now all we gotta do, we can actually narrow up our beam a little bit more, get some more power out of it. All of that is roof. I see that. Probably wouldn't hurt to spray a little bit of the roof as we go as well. I mean, we're almost there. Please ding. I need you to ding. Crap. That begs the question, did I edge this side? I did not. Alright, we can do that with our extension. Yeah, so we can get that roof here. And the roof eaves. Right in the corners there. Get the red out. Cool, that's the roof. And then the little cracks of the roof eaves, which is almost done. It may be a thing where they're like right here as well. No, it's a separate roof eave. Okay, so with the roof done, yeah, it's probably up. We gotta get this thing set. And to be fair, I don't remember if we got the roof eaves completed on the other side. One thing we're definitely going to do. There we go, roof eaves complete. All right, so with the roof eaves done, we just need the gutter. Let's move you, my man. This side, please. Oh, it works either way. Got it. So we'll just hop on over into the gutter. Or not. Missed my jump. All right, we good. No extension. Squat. We'll make sure that we are completely good on one side before we go traipsing up the other. A little bit on the inside edge there. I see you. And I'm sure that was within tolerance, but I'd rather get the dirt that I can see and make the tolerance better for me when I come from the other side, the underside that we're going to have to do. Right in the corner. There we go. More dirt there. And I think all we need so the roof eaves are almost done on this side as well. We just need a little bit of help. Okay. While I think about it. Cool. So roof eaves are now done. Yellow? Yeah, looks like yellow's gonna work. Alright, so that's the gutter and those roof eaves there. And then of course we had the drain pipe we can blast. That'll be one less thing. Nice, easy tolerance. I like it. All right, gutter. And those roof eaves. And I don't remember the other side under those roof eaves, or under those gutters, if those roof eaves are good. We'll kind of have to see. But yeah, more barn doors just like the other side. So it does indeed look like a copy. One versus the other side. Nothing spectacular on one side versus the other. Oh crap, we didn't get those dormers. So we'll get those dormers. Cool. So those roof eaves are done. That gutter's done. Cool corner frame. And now we'll go up and hit those dormers real quick. Shouldn't take too awful long now that we know that the roof is solid. Much more easy to wrap your head around than the big old roofs. Right, in we go. Got that whole section. Good deal. Easy peasy. That's what I like to see. Alright, I think we were done, yeah, with the underside here, so it's just the window. And on top of that windowsill, we're going to need some help. Yeah, it's such a funny angle. Luckily, our high power is enough to clear it off from jumping. But definitely inconvenient. Alright, window done. Yep. Dormer, roof, window. Awesome. That's one mo again. I'm thankful this one feels pretty easy. This whole job. Now, the toughest one is at gas station by far as meticulousness and difficulty. Oh, that cleaned that up like instantly. I'll take that. This is just like a lot of surface area, just like sheer surface area, kind of like the billboard was. Where it's like it wasn't difficult, but there was just like a lot of things to hit. All right, so if that is the silo done, and that's everything from the gutters up. Oh, geez, yeah, so that, okay, so let's make sure not to forget that. We'll go up there and get that right now. The hoist. And unfortunately, this thing doesn't move. So the hoist is going to be hard to get without me hopping over there. Can I? Hit! Don't try this at home, kids. If this was real life, I would be freaking out of my gourd. So the hoist is one big piece. It's not like inconvenient, like hoist supports and things like that. So as long as we hit intolerance, we'll be fine. Hey. And then underside, I suppose we are going to have to hit it with the extension from the ground. So get as much done from here as we can. Alright, so that's good, that's good. Get in the corner there. Hit my head. Okay, that's the hayloft door. Coming from the top there, we're definitely going... Ouch, hit my head. The need to get to the top of the door. Help ourselves out. Because we won't have the angles to get to that unless we bring the scaffolding over. Oh, that's inconvenient. Alright, so I don't know. We did that side. So it's the underside and then over here, I believe. Yeah, so that got quite a bit. So I think all that's left now nice. Hoist is done. All right. So we can red. So does that mean that this is taller than the silo? Or do we just need to focus fire a little bit longer? And I think that's the case. We just focus fire a little bit longer in these sections. Dang. Just out of reach. Everything else is awesome. We're in like a dirty shirt with everything else. We just need a little bit of help. Alright, so that takes care of that. Yeah, essentially, This is in a good spot. We could ride this down. Let me get the hayloft door and the very tippy tops of those windowsills, because that would be really tough from the ground. And then these, whoops, these hayloft door edges. Hate to break it to you, Cuddy, but I don't think it was Pete, mate. According to the press release, the Merman was guarded 24/7 by state-of-the-art security force. No way an average Joe can do that. It was an inside job. What about someone with access to Sponge Valley Tech, Blake? Blake Thrust? I don't know this Blake Thrust. Except he disappeared, though. Curiouser and curiouser. Alright, yeah, the yellow can still reach out and touch that. Alright, so that's a, yeah, that's a whole separate section. So front wall is another section that we can get to. So that's the window good. That'll be the underside of the hayloft door. And that wall, I suppose. And that window. Okay, window set. Front wall is good. So now we just need... Oh. Cool. Hayloft doors are done. So that's everything up there. Let's get the front wall frame taken care of. So do we need to go up? Maybe looks too big. Unless we can get lucky and blast right on the top. Hey, we got lucky. Doesn't happen too often, but it's awesome when it does. Alright, cool. Front wall. So it looks like this is a separate section as well. Below this front wall frame. I don't know if we're getting top splash to clean up that top or not. We'll just keep on keeping on and keep our scissor lift handy. Alright, so another door frame. The rollers need work as well. So I'm guessing, yeah, this is going to be needing a full lift. 1, 2, 3. So that's the rollers. But yeah, that front wall frame is like not even close. Let's take a look and see what's up with it. Oh yeah, a nice, perfect straight line of nothing. Alright, so that was that. So curious enough, the front wall is done, but the front wall frame still has a crap ton left. Does that loop around? No, that's corner frame, and that's a roof eaves. Is this considered frame? Okay, so this is considered frame. Got it. All right, too easy. We can fix that. Well, I thought. All right, is it in this door crevice? Yep, that's what it was. Whew. All right. Get our corner frames. This is where the fun begins. We're not on the roof anymore. All right, so corner frame good. Shouldn't need too much help to get this front wall done. Cool. And then, yeah, that front wall frame's good. Let's get this corner. Awesome. What in the gravy made that symbol there? I wonder. It almost looked too perfect to be natural. It was almost like shielded by something inanimate, but don't know what it could have been. All right. On to the front door. And there'll be a little bit of crevice work to do, it looks like. That's a little bit more stuck on, it looked like. Massive front door, though. All right. Yeah, there we go. Little crevice, front door good. All right, so that's that side done. I don't believe we need this big scaffold anymore. So this looks to be more of the same. More door rollers. More edges to do. Hopefully we have a little bit, which I don't think we have splashback. We saw that big long line before on top of the door or the edge, so I anticipate we might be using that scaffold once more. Honestly, guys, I don't care who stole them, only who gets them back. They were priceless, not to mention scientifically inexplicable. We still have no idea how they work. So what you're saying is there's a weapon out there that could be dangerous, that we have no idea how it works. Good job. Yeah, I think we're going to have to come at from the top. Let's bring a regular ladder over. We don't need much. We just need to get up above the sill and above, yeah, above that. Well, we can. All right, let's soap it. Does it look like... Really? Oh, underside. I'm an idiot. All right, now let's get this top bit. Cool, I think that should do it. Yeah, green will work nicely here. And then I think sidewall continues on over here. Get the bottom set. Yeah, we'll need one more ladder, it seems. Yeah, we'll just need the ladder to get up there. Well, dang! Oh. A little bit here and maybe a little bit up there. So that's the window. Oh, that's right. It was like right in the gap, I think, of the door, perhaps. Maybe not. We'll finish up the side door. See what's up with the wall. All right, side door and door handles. All right, side door done. Side door frame is still really grody. Thought we'd go right in that gap. Let's try the window sill, just in case. Now we were there. Okay, so that's like back, not even enough. All right, I was trying to do it with just the ladder, but we'll need a little bit more height to get these two. Yep, got that. Side window is good. So I still don't know side wall. So we'll do a quick spray. See what's up. There we go. Sidewall done. So that's sidewall, side doors. Cool. Corner frame good. All right, so we don't have a big hay loft or a big hoist. But we do have a pipe. Alright, so we do have this thing here. We might as well use it since we placed it here. Okay, we'll have to go down a bit. And if we're lucky, we can get onto the pipe from there as well. Because once we're on that pipe, we pretty much have free reign to the entire face of the wall. Heh! Missed it. We're okay, though. Aside from getting the top of the pipe, which I believe we can do from the scaffold. We may have to move it over just a skosh. Alright, then pipe mount. Probably same story. I'll have to come from the top. Yeah, it looks clean from the bottom, but it ain't clean. Oh, we've pretty much set it right on the pipe. Alright, so let's head down to that level. In fact, we could probably jump on it. Nice. Don't need the extension either, then. Alright, so that's the top done. Figure that would be everything that we would need to reach. Oh, this little... So not completely. Maybe in here. Nope. Figure the pipe would at least be done since we got from the top. Oh well. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Alright, right in the top. Alright, most important thing will be to make sure that this rear wall is good before we move down. And then we'll have the pipe and the pipe mount. The rear wall frame while we're here. Nice, so all that should be then is the lip of the rear wall on the rear wall frame. All the window should be is also the top of the window. Yeah. Cool. Window done. It's a long dang shot. Get the red. Can't tell if that's a shadow. Come on, don't be crazy now. Hey. Oh, up there? Yep. Fair. Right here, fair. Maybe over there. Ha! Oh, I see you. So this should cover rear frame. Right, rear frame good. The rear wall still has a little bit. There we go. So now the pipe. Spin it around this way. There we go. So now we just have the pipe support frame. And I don't know how in the world we're going to get to it with that pipe there. Unless we could raise the pipe. Ooh. Oh, that's not enough. Oh, the pipe mount. Oh. That is rough, man. Okay, scissor lift will have to come from the side. Something like this, and then we can get up there. Really? Man. Yeah, this pipe mount is the most inconvenient. We had a good run with the... Come on and go up. We had a good run with those roofs being pretty quick and efficient. But yeah, now this pipe mount don't want to go. And it's probably in that corner. How about the lamp? Can we stand on the lamp? Well, now I'm very perplexed. Soap it. Oh, it's right under there. Got it. Tell you what. All right, let's keep on keeping on. So yellow should be fine. We can work on rear wall here, right along the edge. Get this light. Just everything up top that we need to get. Cool. Rear wall done. Make sure to get the top of the rear wall frame. We can get this roller, these rollers. And I think that would be it from this altitude. Get these rollers now. Right, rear door doesn't count for the frame, but that does. That's right. So the rear door frame actually extended down here. Right, got that. Nice. Tolerances were pretty good on that one, I have to say. Yeah, this one, it's taxing. Those dang inconvenient ones hidden from a certain angle. It's tough, man. Right on down. All right, and then I'll just leave that front side when we are done with this. Light at the end of the tunnel, 93% done. I forgot how much money this was, but not enough, I guarantee you. All right. Barn door crevices. Always fun to hit. Cool. Oh, and the light. Work on the light. We hit it from the top, so there shouldn't be much that we have to hit from anywhere else. Probably the back, I would say. We got all the inside. All right, can we climb up that? Huh, learn something new every day. Dang it, I thought we could make that jump. Get on top of that light. There we go, yep, right on the back. And I did not know you could climb up on the scissor lift. Not exactly safe, but that gets us up there quick, fast, and in a hurry. All right, one more pass. Cool, rear door done. Now it's just a matter of this thing. We've done this, you know, once before. We'll use our good friend scissor lift to get right on the top edge of this. So we kind of got this blocked out now. All right, side window. So that'll probably be just from the top, I would say. We'll go to the door, bring the scissor lift over, get all the top edges. All right, cool. Scissor lift. All right, window done. We got those hinges. All right, so that's all done. Can we hit the window, bar window from here? There. Now I don't think we need to worry about the scissor lift anymore. Side door coming down nicely. Side door ready. We'll make sure the handles are good. That side door good. Yeah, and that side door good. All right, side door frame set. Almost there. Window. Well, it's not enough. Here, I thought we could hit it from... Alright, so that's it. Side wall. Just something on here needs to be washed. And we will find it. Just something. In the corner. In a corner. Maybe up top. Like, we really only need a little bit. Behind the... Okay. I mean, it's not much. Nice. Whew, up to 25 of 50. Job complete. That's going to be a long one. It cleaned up nice, though, but it took some effort to do. Yeah, we were on the back side for a bit. Cleaned all of that up. Wow, not sure what I was expecting exactly, but this is incredible. Almost forgot it was this color. I might even have to muddy it up a bit, or people won't believe we're working a farm. I'm kidding, of course. Fantastic job. Whew. Yeah, that and the gas station there were the most taxing. That is for sure. So we have the Novu house. Let's see, there's the farm that we did and the cement mixer. Yeah, a lot of work to be done this episode. And now we have the stone circle to do next time, but that will do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next PowerWash simulator video. Take care.